Hello everyone and welcome back to the Nerd Den here once again, and in today's video we are going to be looking at some brand new preview images for this week's episode of Doctor Who, which is the first part of the season finale. And honestly, I am so excited for this week's episode because, last week's episode I really enjoyed. I thought it was a lot of fun, and the fact that we've got the Rani back, not just one Rani but two Ranis, it's just completely crazy, and I'm sure that the plot is only going to thicken from here. We're due for another cliffhanger, obviously leading into the final episode of this season, which is next week's episode, The Reality War. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, honestly, I cannot wait. So we are going to be having a look now at these preview images to see what it tells us about the story. But I've had a quick look, and there might be a connection to a certain Season 1 episode. I'm sure you'll be able to work out which one it is. So yeah, let's get into the video. Alright, so here we go. First of all, we have got the Rani holding a baby. Yeah, she's holding a baby. Straight up, yeah, she's holding a baby. We don't know what's going on here. But yeah, she's holding a baby. She's got a cloak on as well, and I believe like a slightly different outfit as well compared to last week. But we did see that in the preview images as well, teasing the Unholy Trinity. So whatever's going down here, I'm sure that it's going to make a very interesting finale. We've also got the Doctor working in an office. Like, what? But he's wearing like a variant of the outfit they wore in the Devil's Cord, which is just your standard suit. So I wonder if he actually knows that he's working in this office, or is it like an alternate version of the Doctor maybe? I don't know. We've also got Ruby as well. Ruby is back in this episode. Ruby Sunday is back. Again, we saw in the preview clip for Doctor Unleashed that she is a part of the alternate reality that has been formed, where Conrad reigns supreme. We've also, and again, this is very interesting, we've also got Belinda holding a baby as well. So, again, is this tying into Space Babies? Like, is there going to be something that is tying Space Babies together into the season finale? Which there were leaks, and Anita Dobson did drop in an interview that Space Babies would be connected to the finale. So, there is going to be a little bit of an interesting theory that I will touch upon at the end of the video. Then we've also got Conrad holding a baby alongside Mrs. Flood / the Rani. Yeah, I mean, I generally am baffled if this isn't related to the episode Space Babies. And then we have got Colonel Ibrahim working in the office as well with a massive poster of Conrad in the background saying, "Don't let your mind wander." So, well, that's very interesting. And then we've got Susan Twist. She's back in the costume that she wore in the Devil's Court, making tea. But apparently her tea wasn't very good, according to Colonel Ibrahim. And then we've got the Doctor staring at a bunch of books. Very interesting. Now, there was a little tease in one of these synopsises for, it was either Wishworld or the Reality War, saying that the tables don't do that. So maybe there's something going on with the tables. And there's something to do with spoons as well, because when a member of the Pantheon appears, their reflection is in the spoons, apparently. Yeah, crazy. So I'm guessing this has to do with the arrival of a member of the Pantheon, maybe. Could it be Omega? Could it be the Trickster? Could it be the Toymaker? Could it be the Mara? Who knows? But let's talk about this theory then. Now, there is a theory floating around that the reason why Space Babies are making a return and why that episode is going to be brought back into relevancy for the finale is because the concept of Space Babies is going to be because they are an experiment of the Ranis. And this is because the experiment is to make them Time Lords. And that these are going to be like the new version of the Time Lords, basically. So perhaps the Doctor's going to be experimented on, because obviously the Doctor is the Timeless Child. He was the, like the foundling, really, of Gallifreyan society. So maybe that's the way that Space Babies is connected into the finale. But that's just a theory that's floating around. I am very intrigued on if it does have any truth to it. Because, again, it's just a theory, but there's a lot of evidence that does kind of back it up. To be fair, obviously the Rani being a scientist, and obviously the Doctor and the Rani, and obviously the Masters in a golden tooth, but they're the only Time Lords that are around, as we know of anyway. So maybe the Rani wants to bring back the Time Lords in a bit of a different way. So, very interesting little theory, but let me know what you think of it in the comment section down below. But with all that being said, thank you so much for tuning into today's video. If you are new around here, please click that like button and subscribe for more nerdy content, as we are on the road to 8,000 subscribers, which I would love to reach by the end of the year. Even though I am now currently around 7,700, because the channel has been growing a lot recently. So maybe we could potentially reach it by the end of next week. It's a very daring goal, but could we reach it? Who knows? But I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for all the support, and goodbye for now.